Hello everyone and welcome back to Stanhover Model Rally. My name is Mark. Just first of all, quick apologies for lack of videos and updates on the layout itself. I did manage to catch Broughton passing through Folkestone and Cheriton last weekend quickly, so that's why I put that one up. But unfortunately, other than that, I haven't had much time to do anything on the layout. I haven't made much progress on it at all, really. Hence, lack of videos and lack of content, so I do apologise for that. But I have made a little bit. It's also, I've been doing overtime at work, so that's made me have less, or allowed me less time to progress with things. But anyway, that's enough of that. So I'd just like to, before I carry on, welcome all my new subscribers who recently joined. Thank you very much for joining the channel. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you stay with me. And without further ado, we'll get on with what I have been up to. Right, so as you can see, hopefully, I've mainly been working on tunnel tops, or a top for the tunnel, when I've had spare time to do anything for the layout. I said tunnel tops because I have actually made more than one tunnel top. Technically, this was my second attempt. I don't know if you remember watching previous videos. The first attempt was some Kingspan or insulation board, whatever you want to call it. It's basically insulation, solid insulation board, cut out. Unfortunately, it wasn't quite, when I made a new hillside here, that one didn't quite cover round enough to here, didn't come out enough. So I decided to have a go at making another one. So this one here, what you can see on there now, this is basically made, I cut out a cardboard base for it, thickish card. So, and then I cut that to the shape I wanted. And then on that I've used basically thick double cardboard box. I've cut that out. I've made some formers to try and make the shape. I then filled it with newspaper in the gaps at the front, and there obviously I filled it up, and then I covered it with plaster cloth, or mod rock, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if I've got I think the actual bags are in the tub now of it, but I actually got it from Hobbycraft. It was only £1 a roll. It's not as wide as like your Pico ones and your Woodland Scenics ones, but it's still the same thing. You cut out with strips and it's a lot cheaper, only £1 a roll. So you can probably get 3 or 4 rolls at the price you get for one of them. But anyway, so that's what I did. Obviously I let that dry, and then I covered that over with a thin layer of all-purpose filler. I actually got that from Poundland. It's the one they do there. It's all-purpose quick drying filler. It's actually quite good because it was only £1, and it's quite good, and it's actually made over here. But yeah, I did that. The only mistake I've made with this is in here, because I haven't put enough formers in there really to keep the shape. What's happened here, the newspaper filling which was scratched up newspaper, has basically dipped in more. So although you will get variation in the ground, when you come back and look at this is not quite so shaped, and there's more newspaper in this. There's too much. So I didn't really like the look of it, to be honest, hence why I've decided against this one. If you're wondering why I've got an odd bit there, I've done that because obviously that's the fiddle yard there, so I can't go right over here, because if I do, I'm going to cover this freeway point up in the fiddle yard and I can't change it. So it's trying to make it look like I've done it. I've also, while we're here, I'm going to have to turn the light on, sorry guys and girls, bear with me. a minute, because you're not going to be able to see this, but you can probably see now. Excuse any shadows. It's getting even now, it's going to get dark soon. Anyway, yeah. Now here, what I've actually got behind, I'll just lift that up, is an offcut there of foam board. What I put in, because I originally was going to fill this gap in here with foam board. But when I was trying to cut it, it didn't work and it sort of snapped. So I've temporarily put that there. This sheet here is actually, this is Woodland Scenic Shaper sheet. You can put plaster on it or you can leave it without and shape it to whatever. It is pretty pliable for shape. It does stay in shape. I've decided for now to cover it with the Shaper sheet plaster. Unfortunately, I made it too thick when I made the plaster, or put it on too thick. I made it to put it on too thick. So it didn't really bend round properly in the first place, but after keep bending it a bit, it's cracked enough of the plaster to allow more movement, but not the plaster falling off, if you get what I mean. So I'll put that down there. My intention, well, I'm kind of undecided. I should probably at the moment paint in a rock colour the same as there to make it all matching them. That's a grey colour, and maybe possibly fold up some newspaper, stick that on, and then go over that with some plaster before I paint it with that to make it look a bit rocky. Maybe put a bit of grass on it. I'm not really sure what to do with that. That's not my priority at the moment. The priority is getting the tunnel top done and the tunnel mouth done. But if you could leave your comments below on whether you think I should paint it to match that bit or change it completely so it flows better and looks different with something else, please let me know in the comments below. I'd like your opinions on that. So anyway, that was the second one. So if you bear with me, I'll just come back to you with my third attempt. Right, so as you can see, this is my third attempt. Again, with this one I've gone back to the old Kingspan, or good old insulation board, and as you can see, I think all in I seem to have been able to make a much better shape with this one and shaped it better. Just go around the front for you so you can see the front there as well. So yeah, this to me looks a lot better, fits in more. Obviously I've got to grass it up and you know, detail it up, which obviously I haven't done yet because I've been working on something else today, which I will show you shortly. But you see, this is in general, to me this looks a lot better, much more natural. If I swing around to this side, sorry folks, so you can see there. So yeah, I've tried to curve it off a bit on the edges there as well, and around there, just to try and fit it in a bit more. So I know it disappears off there, but you've got to remember that you're really sort of looking sort of from Perth's height as this height, so you won't really see over there, and you just have to imagine, use your imagination, pretend that obviously that all goes off into the distance there. But as you can see, to me that looks a lot better, and I hope you agree. I have been thinking about possibly, so, you know, making little mounds up and plastering out or fillering over them here, sort of there and there, but I don't know if that will look natural or not, because I ain't quite decided what I'm doing at the top. I'm either going to have a road and a bridge that will come across, you know, right across here and come off scene, or I'll have that as a farm track and maybe try and do a low relief house, although when you're looking down there it'll probably look a bit awkward, don't you think, where's the rest of it, but you'd have to imagine it was there. So we'll have to see, which is partly why I haven't done that yet as well. But I was going to say, if you could leave your comments in the videos, in the comments box I should say, sorry, below, I'd appreciate it, but probably by the time you've done that I may well have started to work on it anyway, so it'd be too late. But I do appreciate any comments you guys and girls make anyway, so if you want to leave your comments below about what I've done, I really would appreciate it. But yeah, so that gives you that. So that's basically going to be the final tunnel top. Obviously, as I say, it's got to be removable so that I can get in there, even though it's only short length track, even if I never get in there for a derailment I can. And obviously It's to go with the semi-portable layers and the nature of the layout as well. The only little problem I've had is there where a bit of insulation has come off where I tried to shape it down to meet there. Unfortunately, that bit of insulation broke away, so I'm probably going to either cut that off, or because obviously that's just backing paper left on the bottom, so I'll either cut that off or I'll put something on there and stick it to it. I'll probably end up cutting it off, to be honest, and then sort this bit out below it so it all blends in a bit better. So anyway, that's going to be, I think, my final hilltop. So if you bear with me, there is something else I've been working on as well. Right, okay, so the other thing I've been working on is tunnel mouths. So as you can see, this one here is the first attempt at doing one, a scratch build one. Obviously I'm going to make a scratch build because I think it'll fit in better. So let's say that's my first attempt. Let's go down a bit, sorry. Not bad, but obviously I've got the gaps either side which doesn't look right. So today I've been working on the tunnel mouth again, and I've gone through 2 incarnations of that. So we'll take that one away, put that to the side, and then what I'll do, again, I'll show you this. This is my second attempt at it. Now, as you can see, get my hand out of the way and let's move back again. Sorry. This is my second attempt. So now this is much more natural. Now this, well, all of them. Let's stick that back. Sorry, it's a bit. Excuse me a second. That's it. It will rest better. Have been made out of. I think it's 2mm thick card, maybe even 3mm thick card. But anyway, I bought cards especially to make some scratch buildings up. So as you can see, that's my second attempt, which is a lot better. Does fit in more. The only thing is that, again, I've ended up, although it fits in, but there's, you see my finger, yeah, there's a small gap. Not too bad that side there, and a slightly bigger gap there. Now, what I was going to do, sorry, I'm swapping my hands over a minute, was originally put stick a wall on the top of there to cover there, but I didn't think that would look right, and it would leave a gap behind. So what I've done, I've refined it a bit more, so we'll take that away, and this is my third attempt. So I'll put that back in place. Excuse the hands and the camera work a minute, ladies and gents. Right, so there we go, let's go down. So there you go, that's my third attempt. Now you can see, same sort of shape again, although the top I've gone out slightly more with. And I've built in the wall kind of thing, hence pencil mark. I've cut it out so that that'll be like a, I'll stick, when I stick the, probably the Southeast Finecast sheet on it, I can make that out to the, the top wall, so that fits in, as you can see in there, much better in the corners. And there's a slight gap there, but I can always put a little bit more static grass in there just to fill that in. But yeah, to me that looks a whole lot better, and it all flows much more natural. Now I'll come back a bit. So there you go. So that will be the tunnel mouth. Obviously, so I've got to put some Southeast Finecast sheet on it, or maybe Slater's, probably Southeast Finecast sheet on it, brick sheet, because it's embossed plastic card basically, and then we'll start to really look like a tunnel mouth. But yeah, so I've been working on those 2 bits today, the 2 tunnel mouths to make that, and yeah, I think that looks a whole lot better, and it'll look even better once it's had the plastic card on. The only thing is I'm not sure whether to put I forgot to like some buttresses up there and there just to support the wall. I'm not sure if it ever will have some. Most do, but not all tunnels do. I probably should do, really. I'm a bit undecided. I'll have to temporarily make some up and try and temporarily stick them with some blue tack or something and see what they look like. But again, if you can let me know in the comments box below or comment section, say what you think, please do so. I value everyone's opinions and all your help and advice. But there you go, so that's that. So that's really all I've been working on. Right, well, I do hope you enjoyed that little update and running session at the end of the video. It made a nice change for me to be able to run some stuff instead of keep working on all that. So I hope you did enjoy it. As always, please don't forget to hit the like button and leave your comments below. I always try and read them, always try and reply to them. I really much appreciate all comments. And again, thank you to all my subscribers, both old and new, for keeping with me and watching the channel. And please don't forget to check out the Facebook page and the community channel tab. I do try and keep the Facebook page up to date, and I do try and put odd bits on the community tab for you all to see as well. But other than that, so thanks for watching. Please don't forget also to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All helps out, and share the channel on social media, your social media channels as well. Thanks once again, and bye for now.